and has both a love of life and an untouchable sense of humor. There's a reason she wears neon ensembles. You have to be able to see that figure in a lemon coat and hat from far away, Hugo Vickers, the Queen's biographer, told the New York Times. Here she is in a lime green suit for her 90th birthday celebration. She uses her purse to send signals to her staff. Her handbag is more often than not the main communication tool she uses to reach her staff. She only carries cash in her purse on Sundays so she can donate money to her church. She drinks a glass of champagne every day. Every night before bed, she enjoys some bubbly. She once said, "For me, heaven is likely to be a bit of a come down." She is the only person in Britain who can drive without a license plate on her car. She also never needs a passport when traveling around the world. Along with Winston Churchill's daughter, she joined the women's branch of the British Army during World War II. Only 5 other British monarchs have ruled for 50 years or more. Queen Elizabeth wearing the imperial state crown at the state opening of Parliament on November 15, 2006. There have been 6 Roman Catholic popes during Queen Elizabeth's reign: Pius XII, John XXIII, Paul VI, John Paul I, John Paul II and Benedict XVI. When the Queen is gifted a rare animal, she donates them to the London Zoo. She has been given a number of interesting animals such as an elephant, 2 tortoises, a jaguar, and a pair of beavers. She is the face of Australian currency, and she has also visited Australia 16 times. She backs over 600 charities and organizations. She hosts an average of 50,000 people every year at receptions, banquets, lunches, dinners, and garden parties at Buckingham Palace. Although her birthday is April 21st, she officially celebrates it in June. Here celebrating her 90th birthday on June 12, 2016. She speaks fluent French. At the unveiling of the new street sign, March Auxiliary Fleurs Reign Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth was the first British monarch to celebrate her diamond wedding anniversary. The Queen and Prince Philip revisited Broadlands on their 60th anniversary, where they spent their wedding night. Queen Elizabeth has received over 3.5 million items of correspondence over the length of her reign. She joined Facebook in 2010, through a page called The British Monarchy. She joined Twitter in 2009, a social media team at Buckingham Palace sends daily tweets. She and the Duke of Edinburgh have sent out over 37,500 Christmas cards throughout her reign. She loves corgis, and has owned over 30 during her reign. Her first corgi, Susan, was a gift for her 18th birthday in 1944. She currently owns 4 of the dogs: Emma, Willow, Lynette, and Holly. She introduced a new breed of dogs, Dorges, when one of her corgis mated with Princess Margaret's dachshund, Pipkin. The Queen has 4 Dorges: Cider, Berry, Vulcan, and Candy. She once demoted a footman for giving whiskey to her corgis. She has opened Parliament every year except 1959, for Prince Andrew's birth, and 1963, for Prince Edward's birth. She has sat for over 129 official portraits, 2 with the Duke of Edinburgh. This picture is a portrait of her from 1937. In 1933, she was 7 years old when she sat for her first portrait, painted by the Hungarian artist Philip Alexius de Laszlo. In 2004, the Queen sat for a hologram portrait, made up of 10,000 layered images. In 2005, the Queen claimed ownership of 88 cygnets, or young swans, on the River Thames. The swans are now looked over by a royal swan keeper. She also owns around 200 racing pigeons. Princess Elizabeth with her younger sister, Princess Margaret Rose, holding a pigeon. She was the first British monarch to visit China, in 1986. She also saw the terracotta army soldier statues during her stay. Queen Elizabeth has 30 godchildren. This photo is the Her Majesty with Queen Anne-Marie of Greece and Her Majesty's new goddaughter, Princess Theodora. She sent her first email in 1976 from a British Army base. She presses the button to start the Enigma code-breaking machine, which was used at Bletchley Park during World War II, and also happens to be the birthplace of the modern computer. She used the London Tube for the first time in May 1939, accompanied by her sister Princess Margaret and her governess Marion Crawford. She visits the Tube again in 1969, pictured here, for the opening of the Victoria Line. Her love of horses began at age 4. She received her first pony, a Shetland named Peggy, from her grandfather King George V, when she was 4 years old. She still rides at Windsor, Sandringham, and Balmoral. The Queen breeds horses, and has about 25 horses training at the Royal Studs every season. Here she leads her first classic winner, a filly named Carrot Saw, at the Oaks in Epsom. In March 2004, she hosted Buckingham Palace's first women-only event, Women of Achievement.